Hello, darling. This is River Roaring, celebrating the luminous life force in us all. Hello, darling. I'm River Roaring, and this episode is Dream the Future with Me. Did you know that you are a creator? You are here on earth to create something very beautiful, very special, and something that nobody else could create but you. You are a magic creator. So this episode is about creating the future, which, how do we do that? We let our imagination run wild. We let our imagination run wild and free, like horses on the prairie, because you will find your unique gifts, your unique expressions, and your unique creations that nobody else can find in the wild edges of your own imagination. So, at the essence, I believe that I and you are half animal, half God. To put it succinctly, half animal, half God. Or you could say half animal, half spirit. And what I'm inviting us to do together right now is to use these two together. Spirit by itself might not even have any worldly ideas at all about our earth. We're probably pretty small in the grand scheme. And then an animal alone might not have any imagination beyond current reality to create things that currently don't exist. So when we dream the future together, you and I, in the next few minutes here, we are combining our animal and our spirit in the way that humans are designed to do. You are and I are a piece. I see ourselves as an important piece of the one infinite creator. And when it says we were created in God's likeness, quote unquote, different religions say it in different ways. That's what it means. We create the future. And look around at what we sit in right now. Look around at your house, your room. You created your room. You created your living situation, whatever it is. Look around in the outside world. Humans created all these buildings, roads, all these ideas and put them into play. Well, we're not here on earth to keep things the same or to live in our ancestors' realities and our ancestors' dreams. You're actually here to have a new dream. And so do that with me if you want to in the next few minutes. I want to share with you, in the honor of the new year, 2026, which is upon us, what an auspicious and perfect time to dream the future. And I want to share with you some elements of my own dream of the future and see if it ignites anything in you. And I'll be inviting you to dream your own dream of the future. And I guess the last thing I'll say before I share my dream is, dreaming is not a place for limitation. It's not a place for us to argue or say, no, that could never work. If I'm doing that when I'm dreaming, I'm not dreaming. I need to stop thinking about what works and what doesn't, what's realistic and what isn't. That's not it. It's not a logical or mental activity at all. So before I sat down to speak with you, I did my own internal dreaming process, which is kind of like a meditation, where I let my imagination run wild and free out to the edges it wanted to go to. And I'm not worried about what seems realistic or not. Do you think it seemed realistic for someone to first make the first airplane? Do you think it seemed realistic for Elon Musk to shoot rockets up and bring them down and catch them? And I mean, my goodness, mobile phones, video conferencing, that didn't seem realistic. So don't let any realistic concerns bring you down. That's not what we're here for. You are here to create a reality no one's ever seen or heard of before. And so am I. And if we share a dream together, we might be able to create something together. So here's my dream for the future. I narrowed it down to 10 things. At least this is my current dream. And this is the very end of 2025 and beginning of 2026 when I'm recording this. So I want to articulate my dream for the future to you. Number 1, humanity steps into unconditional love. Above all, that we raise our consciousness together and that we step into a new field of creation called unconditional love. And I've learned so much about unconditional love myself this past year, 2025, and shared some of that in a podcast about my heart journey recently. It's not too far back in the list. And I now understand that unconditional love doesn't mean I'm not going to feel the whole range of feelings and emotions in the world. I'm going to feel a lot of variety of emotions as I walk through the world. And for me, what unconditional love is a higher level of consciousness that the whole experience I'm in is enveloped in love. Whatever emotion I have, anger, frustration, it's inside love. And when I relate to other people, whatever's going on is held with a really warm, delicious wrapper of love so that we can disagree, we can make tough decisions together, we can experience challenges together. And it's all inside the highest level of unconditional love and honor of each other. As we move forward, it's really a different kind of consciousness. So number 1, unconditional love consciousness. That's my dream of the future for humanity. Number 2, individual sovereignty. And what I mean by this is, I do not believe we need governments. I'm going to say that one more time. I do not believe we need centralized government. And I am a 20 plus year trial attorney and lobbyist, so I know a lot about governments. I worked at local, state, and federal levels. I worked in all 3 branches, legislative, judicial, and executive branches in all 3 levels, all from the outside. I never had a job with the government. I always was working with the government to get it to do certain things I wanted it to do, and my clients wanted it to do. And all of that time I've spent and professionally around government and understanding it well, kind of all got trumped with a book, and then where that led me. And the book was called Dawn of Everything. And I was hoping that I could someday find this information, and it was in the book, Dawn of Everything. And in that book, the 2 authors are archaeologists, is that what it's called? And they're studying human history. No, am I saying that word right? They're studying anthropologists. They're studying human history long time back. And they discover, according to the evidence they present in the book, they discover that before the Europeans hit the North American continent, the native North Americans there were living in large groups and successful life, and sophisticated and successful lives together without central government. And they found evidence that hundreds of thousands of people might gather in one area, what we would call a city. And you'd have hundreds of thousands of people together in what we would call a city, and there would be no central government. And to me, this concept is so beautiful. And in our time and era, it's so revolutionary. And I believe in it. So I truly believe in individual sovereignty. And meaning that I don't think I need to tell you what to do ever. And I don't think anybody else needs to tell me what to do ever. And if you notice, this is number 2. Number 1 was unconditional love. So what I currently believe is the obstacle between us and this future of individual sovereignty is our consciousness level. Because right now, humanity's consciousness as a group is very low. If you have not noticed this, it's very low. It's very in the animal, very even in the survival animal level, not even in a highest version of animal. And so right now, as a group, human consciousness is suffering so much that we might not be able to handle individual sovereignty because we have people who are harming one another still a lot in our society. And so I think the future dream with this individual sovereignty is that, and I believe this will happen, absolutely, and it won't take that long either. I believe in my lifetime, I will be able to see individual sovereignty where we really stop telling each other what to do. Our consciousness is raised up to a higher level so that we are harmoniously living with one another without bossing each other around, including governments. They're gone. So individual sovereignty is number 2, and I believe it's totally possible, and I'm working for it, and I believe I'll see it in my lifetime. Number 3, internal healing. What I mean by internal healing is that every time I think something's broken in me, in the world, in someone else, every time I think something isn't as it should be, every single time without exception, I look inside for the answer and I find what's needed in me to be healed. And to me, that's very radical for this current society that we live in, because we are taught to, through advertising, marketing, and through also commodification, government control, surveillance. Like I say in other podcasts, surveillance is not to watch us. It's to know exactly what we do to then control us. So without, what we're taught to do is go, oh, I need a doctor for my health. Oh, I need my partner to give me pleasure. Oh, I'm going to need to look at porn to have pleasure today. Oh, I'm going to need you to stop doing what you're doing before I can be happy. Oh, I want everyone else out there to stop being at war and fighting each other. I want to stop all violence in the world. Every single statement I just made, my dream for the future is that those are gone, and that every single time each one of those statements is turned around to say, what can I do today to have less of that in my life? If it's, I want war and violence to stop out there. I want violence to stop. How can I be even less violent to myself and others in my life today? This may seem crazy, but I want child labor to stop. Well, what can instead of going, I want you to stop it. I want a law to be put in place. I want the government to solve this for me and make a law and make everybody do stuff. That's going to be out. What's going to be in my future dream is internal healing, meaning I want all violence to stop. What can I do today that I'm doing? Who am I? Have I spoken rudely to myself today? Like, oh, you stupid idiot. That's violent. Have I eaten food from a slaughterhouse today? That's very violent. Have I obtained my products on Amazon today from China that use child labor? So in my future, number 3 is internal healing. My body is unhealthy. What can I do today to make it healthy? And on this one, I just have to throw in, I have not consulted a Western medical physician for advice in my entire adult life. And I'm going toward 60. And in my entire adult life, I have not asked their opinion, because nothing could matter less to me than the opinions of those who I do not respect their modality and what they do. I have gone in to get stitches because I honor that they can stitch up skin. And I have gone in to tell them I want stitches. But I have not gone in to say, what do you think you should do with this cut? I probably want to do surgery. I've just said, stitch the cut. Please, thank you. Here's your money, goodbye. Internal healing. It's very possible, and I believe I'm a living example. Number 4, open hearts, meaning feeling it all. So inside, this is almost a derivative of number 1, unconditional love, but my third dream is we are all willing to feel the emotions and the internal feelings of everything so that we stop protecting, guarding, arguing, fighting others so we don't have to feel something, harming others, lashing out at them, all so we don't have to feel something. So in number 4, my dream for the future is each one of us is willing to feel it all. We don't resist. We don't protect. We feel it and move on from it, therefore. Let it flow through us, not get stuck in us. Number 5 for my future dream. There is a theme here, but number 5 is compassionate connection. So with all of the above in place as well, we now connect with one another as human beings and with all beings with compassion. So I see in my dream future a lot of connecting, a lot of connection. Connecting. Me connected with myself, me connected with all beings around me connected with the trees in my forest, me connected with the kitty cats outside, me connected with you as my lover, as my partner, me connected with you as a podcast listener. Connecting, many connections, meaningful, compassionate connecting. Number 6, surprising, this is so down on the list. These are not necessarily in order of importance. Number 6, balanced sexual energy, which is also sexual sovereignty, which is also balancing masculine and feminine energy inside my bodies. This one is, I envision a future with all humans having balanced sexual masculine and feminine energies inside their bodies and standing in full sexual sovereignty. And just to insert a quick definition, sovereignty to me means freedom from external control. So in my sexuality, I'm no longer swayed and altered by the things I see outside me that I desire and want, and then I change what I'm doing, controlled by that outside thing. I don't see things outside me also that put me into judgment and shut down and repression, and then inside my body my sexual energies shut down and repressed because of something out there. My sexual energy is mine. I decide when it comes on, when it goes off. I circulate it and cultivate it and balance it. The goal for sexual energy is balancing. Yin and yang, feminine and masculine. In general, in our culture, we're overly masculine energy and it's unbalanced. The feminine energy is missing in general in the sexual energy in humanity right now. So in my future, number 6, which is what I spend my whole life on, helping people balance sexual energy, step into sexual sovereignty, freedom from external control. I decide my sexuality. And my masculine and feminine energies in my body are balanced. To me, this solves everything all by itself, but nonetheless, on this list, it's number 6. And for more information about that, just go to my website because my whole life is built around helping people with this, riverroaring.com. Number 7, every child is exalted. So when I'm talking about this individual sovereignty, the only thing I want to do is help my child be more sovereign. That's what I'm here to do with my child, help them be more sovereign. And I stand in service. In my future dream, all of us stand as adults in service to every child. around us. We would never let a child suffer. We would never let a child not have less than what they need to be healthy. We would, after their basic needs of every child is met, and no adult would consider themselves to be outside of the circle of taking care of every child. So in other words, every adult wraps their arms around every child in our culture as if it were their own, if it were around that child. And they're given full necessities: warmth, shelter, clothing, food. And we stand to assist each one of them in achieving their own sovereignty. And so that's how we interact with them. So that would be all children are exalted. We exalt them for who they really are, which is the future. They're also standing very close to the soul when they first come into this world. And often the children who are being born these days also have higher powers and have wisdom to share. So in the new dream reality, we exalt all children. Every child has what they need and more. And every adult sees themselves as caretaker of every child. And when we interact with them, it's to help them learn to become fully sovereign. Number 8, all beings are honored. This one, of course, extends to the children, the adults, humans, and also the animals. To honor every animal. To me, that doesn't necessarily mean not eat the animal, even though I have been vegetarian for, I think it's like 35 plus years, and vegan, and mostly vegan about 20 years. So I think so. This doesn't mean we don't take in life of an animal. It doesn't mean that. It means that we honor fully. So if I were going to ingest a piece of meat, which I can't imagine me doing right now ever, but if I were, I would only do that if that animal was fully honored. Honor the animal, say a prayer, thank them for their service. And that's actually what I understand in the Jewish tradition kosher meat is. It's fully honored. The animal's fully honored individually as it was prepared for the plate. So full honoring of the animals. I mean, that, aside from, the fact that billions of animals are slaughtered every day on earth for food, literally, not joking, billions a day are slaughtered in very ugly ways and dishonored for human food. I don't think we need that many for our food, myself, and also about preparing food, I fully honor the hunter who hunts the food with his hands and then also dresses the animal himself. That's the honorable way. But also the way we treat our animals will come into harmony, and there's so much I could say about that one. I might do a separate thing on it. And also the plants, the trees, all beings, and as well the dark and light unseen beings, that we honor them. We honor the darkness, we honor the light. For the dark beings, invite them into the light and honor them. Hey, I see you're having a dark time. You're welcome over here. And I hope you find a suitable home either way. So honoring all beings, really understanding that we're not the only beings that need to be honored. Number 9 is very exciting for me. Control and possession dynamics simply fall away. That means that things like I mentioned with the government, how does that go away? We methodically increase our own consciousness level to where we can stand in our individual sovereignty and harmony with all around us, and they simply fall away. The governments simply fall away. So do the totalitarian measures, the laws are not needed anymore, and all hoarding, beings no longer want to hoard things. We don't have any more war. It just doesn't happen anymore. It's just not needed. So control and possession dynamics fall away. Within relationships, loving relationships, lovers, partners, marriages, the controlling dynamics fall away. The dynamics of possessing one another fall away. And we interact in our individual sovereignty with our balanced sexual energy and in compassion. And number 10, no soul left behind. My future dream is that no soul is left behind. Every single soul either evolves into this all at once together on earth in front of my eyes in my lifetime, or for those who, for instance, pass away to the next plane without having achieved this, I believe that soul will have another opportunity to achieve this kind of loving connection with all that is. So no soul left behind. So quick countdown: 1, unconditional love. 2, individual sovereignty, true individual sovereignty. 3, internal healing. 4, open heart in feeling it all. 5, connecting with compassion. 6, balanced sexual energy and sovereignty in sexuality. 7, children are exalted. 8, all beings are honored. 9, control and possession dynamics just fall away. We don't have to fight them, do anything big and terrible and be violent. They just fall away. They're just not needed. And 10, no soul is left behind. So what is your dream? What's your dream for the future? I highly encourage you to set aside some time to do nothing but dream. Be still or go out in nature and let your dreams go far, far beyond current reality. Let them go into the farthest reaches of your relaxed nervous system connection with the universe. Get relaxed, get still, get quiet, and go, wow, what would be even more fabulous than what we have today? And what would be even more fabulous than that? And just go. I would love to hear what you come up with in the comment section, or if you feel like you don't want to share it with others, in an email to me. You can always find me at riverroaring.com, and I'd love to hear from you. So after we dream our dream, partner with me. I invite you to partner with me in waking up tomorrow and making it come true. And then wake up the next day and make it come true. And the next day and the next day. Once we have the dream, then we have guidance. It's a North Star. It's how we want to maneuver in the world. We want to go toward that. So in everything I do every day, I want to go toward this. If I see a fork in the road and I have a choice and an option, go toward this every single time. So I hope this has been fun and helpful for you, and I would really love to know, what is your dream? Your dream that no one else has ever, that doesn't exist today. Your dream that doesn't exist today. Let's all take our place as creators and create together a more harmonious world. Because I'm here on earth to support those who are called to bring maximum love and light into their lives. Liberated self-expression in all realms where it's all sacred. Connecting you with the cosmic web of love and light throughout the realms. Together, we can step into a more harmonious vibration. We can fly higher, shifting human consciousness forever for the highest good of all beings. May the love be with you. and may the love be with us all. Thanks for joining.